Following on from my last repair video, I took this out in the water recently and I noticed when I came off that the old part of the cockpit rim has started to spring from this point. I think the glue didn't hold here particularly well, and there must be enough decay or just general breakdown in the wood, plus the tension in the wood here, for the bronze nail not to be holding properly anymore, so it's springing up. So I'm going to just clean it up a little bit with a knife, clean some of the glue off, maybe put a little file or some sandpaper in there, and then re-glue and clamp it. And then I'm going to add dowels from the inside into this area of the cockpit rim. And I'm going to do the same on the other side, just to preempt any potential issues there if this starts to break down here. Protecting the skin with a bit of this abrasive metal cloth and a bit of leather to protect the fingers, so that I can feel what the knife's doing without cutting myself as well as the skin of the kayak. Be careful here not to cut the stitching that holds the skin into the cockpit rim, so I'm trying to keep above that. Some Gorilla Glue, a bit of water spray, and a little stick for smearing it.
Far too much in. What? Little spring clamps.
Just going to try trimming the glue a little bit.
Oh, it's still relatively soft.
Keep the clamps in place and leave that clamped up overnight. You can see where I put these two holes just here, and then two on this side. Normally when you're putting dowels in place, you only need to put glue on the dowel itself, but here I wanted to make sure there was plenty of this wood glue right down at the bottom of the hole inside the outer cockpit rim for extra strength. So I used this barbecue skewer to feed glue in there before I put the dowels in. If I'm putting dowels into a tricky area like this, then I prefer to use a clamp to squeeze the dowel in the last bit instead of trying to hammer it. I think it just puts a bit less strain on everything. And it avoids doing extra damage with a hammer. I'm always a little bit careful when I'm working around a skin-on frame kayak with an exposed knife blade. I'm very aware that I could easily drop it, and the last thing I want to do is to accidentally puncture a hole in the bottom or anywhere else in the skin by just dropping a knife onto it. And even though this skin coating is very tough, I don't want to put it to the test, especially as I've got enough work already doing these kinds of repairs. If I'm using a knife around the kayak, then I try to be very mindful about what I'm doing with it. If I can close the blade up, then I do that as soon as I've finished working with it. And I also try and put some kind of pad underneath it, so if I do drop it, then it's going to hit the pad and not the skin of the kayak. The kayak's going to be off the water for a few weeks now. I've got some other stuff that I need to do, but I look forward to testing it out and seeing how this holds up. If this repair gives way, then my fallback plan after that is to really drill a series of holes around the front part of the cockpit rim and probably replace the bronze nails with some actual through stitching using the same kind of artificial sinew that I used in the construction. If I get to having to do that, then I will do a video about it and I'll show you how that works out. Please click the thumbs up if you found this useful, and if you've got any questions, then please just post them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.